We back again. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? We got another episode of Nothing Nice. Appreciate y'all pulling up with us. I'm your man JB. I'm here with my brother Mook Jones in the building. How you feeling, bro?
What's up, man? Another day, another dollar. You know how? Well, 15 cents on my end. You the one making out.
Nah. You big bucket smooth.
No, no, no. No, what it
Nah,
is?
that's Mook.
Yeah.
Mook
That's me.
Jones. Yo, all right, man. Let's go ahead and hop into it. We're gonna start
Let's
with the
go.
NBA. We got football in the mix. We're gonna talk about a little bit of everything. So let's get to it.
Yes,
All
sir.
right,
Let's
let's
get it.
start. Let's start with this crazy free agency. We see some teams strengthening, teams getting better. Dame's gonna be out there on the market. What are we looking at, bro? Who's winning free agency right now?
Hmm. This is a to be continued. But I gotta say, Cleveland looking
Hmm.
pretty good. But they got my boy Lonzo. I thought I might have said something about Lonzo. Being a good fit. I don't know. That was Drew Holiday, but Lonzo, same field. You know, they do pretty much the same thing right now at this stage. Great defender. Um, Ball can probably stretch the floor a little bit more with 3-point shot. He shoots that at like a 40% when healthy. So I
Okay,
think, hey, this might be a good fit.
man. Listen, he's in Cleveland, so I have nothing bad to say about the young man. Uh, Lonzo, come over here and hoop.
But
Come over here and
Houston for
hoop.
sure. Houston for sure is winning the. They winning the song. They winning the song.
Okay, so here's my question for you, because this has been my question for Houston fans. Now that they have KD this year, we're not looking into anything past this year, but just this year, is it NBA championship or bust?
It gotta be right. Or at
I
least
agree.
finals or bust. These finals are bust. I mean, what you can't do, you can't lose in the first round no more. That's for sure. We can't do that.
Man, but can you really justify losing in the second round? If if let's say KD, Amin Thompson, and Sagoon, if those three are healthy, can you really justify losing before the championship? Losing before
I
the
think we gonna have-
finals?
I don't think we're gonna have to justify it. I'm pretty confident in them boys getting to at least to the Western Conference Finals because I do have Oklahoma City Thunder, you know, going back to the NBA Finals.
Really?
But this Houston team, man, I see them in the Western Conference Finals. You just look at it, man. They signed Adams to a deal.
Right.
My other guy they had before at center, but they re-signed
Clint
him. But
Capella?
Capella, man, is a big deal off the bench for them. That's gonna be a big. That's gonna be big for them. Him coming off the bench. Amin Thompson, of course, he's gonna take a second year of development. He's one of the best on-ball defenders that they have. Durant, like I said, can score anywhere, can fit in any offense. Van Fleet, leadership. He's tough. You see what he did last year in these past
Mm.
playoffs against Golden State. Man, yeah, it's gonna be an interesting year. But I think ultimately Houston got what it takes. And this is the perfect situation for Durant because he don't necessarily got to be that vocal leader because you got a Fred VanVleet. Um, yeah, man, it's gonna be and then you got Idoka to his well, who's also an alpha male. And
For sure.
yeah. So man, I have no doubt about it, man. Watch out for Houston this
Man,
year.
man, listen, I 100% want a Cleveland Houston championship.
I
That
didn't
would
say all
make me
that.
happy. That would be the way for
I didn't
me.
say all that. I didn't say that.
And listen, that's what I'm saying. Because for
It's good.
Cleveland, okay, so here's what I'll say. Because next year for Cleveland, it's going to be them having to make it to the NBA Finals or buzz. They have no excuse next year not to make it to the NBA Finals in the East. Who's in their way for real? Indiana, Halliburton's out. With the Bucks did just enough to be in the same position that they were in last year. They let Dame go for absolutely nothing, which is wild and outlandish. But then on top of that, they picked up Miles Turner. Cool. That's not gonna push the needle though, because they also let go of Brooke Lopez, who went to the Clippers.
Right.
So in the East, Cleveland better handle their business this year.
I
There's
don't
like
know, man.
literally, there's no
You gotta worry
excuse.
about Philadelphia this year, man. They're still returning Paul
They get
George.
hurt too much. I'm not
Yeah.
worried about.
I'm talking about if healthy. If healthy. They gotta do something.
That's a
And
huge if.
And then you
That's a
got New
huge
York.
if.
Let's not sleep on New York. And I was the first one. I will go on record to say I was the first one to bring up Mike Brown as a coach to go for. I was the first one to bring that up.
You
I
did.
didn't bring up Mike Brown. And so, that shows I know what I'm talking about. Mike Brown is a former
But
coach for the league.
even the accusation of Mike Brown, that's literally like moving left to right when it comes to
Not
coaching.
necessarily.
Because
Not
you feel like he's a
necessarily.
better coach than Tibbs?
Mike Brown is from the Greg Popovich coaching tree. You know, he come from a winning organization. He also was with LeBron, when they got to the finals. We've seen him. He know what it takes to get to that next level. I don't think he ever had enough in Sacramento. I think he overachieved with the team he had in Sacramento. I thought he was kept out with the guys that he had. But with this New York team, they already shown they can get to the Eastern Conference Final. And they got an even easier route to the finals this year. I expect them to be right back in that game, possibly winning that game, getting to the final. You kind of muted, bro. I think you're muted on your end. Hey, bro, I think you're muted on your end.
My bad. You hear me?
I didn't hear nothing you just said. You was muted.
Okay. So Tibbs was a coach. He was the assistant coach in Boston in '08 when they won the championship. So Tibbs has seen the championship too as a assistant coach. But just beyond that, like Mike Brown, good coach. Never take that away from him. But he and Tibbs, they have a lot of similarities with how they play their lineups. They have a lot of similarities in they have gotten teams to the finals or close to the finals as the head coach, but they haven't been able to make the coaching calls or the adjustments to help get their team over the hump. So it really felt like a lateral move to me. Like when they said Coach Brown, I wasn't like, okay, he's the top 3, 4 coach in the league, top 5 coach in the league. Like
Yeah. Well, I feel like
it just
why
felt
it
like a
wasn't a
lateral
big.
move.
I feel like why it wasn't a big deal because he's not the theatrical coach. He's not the big name coach. You know what I'm saying? He's just one of those guys that put on his hard hat and go to work.
He's
He's
had
not.
multiple opportunities though.
He's not the flashy type. Well, when you look at that, let's look at that Sacramento team, right? That was a
That
team
was
that
a
got
good
up
team.
and down. They ran. I feel like they overachieved as a team. Uh, I mean, they had good runs in the playoffs. They just ran into Golden State, who went on to win the championship. You know what I'm saying? Who everybody got beat
Right.
that year. That same team beat that Boston Celtics team, who was a shoe in to win the championship. Everybody thought was going to win. So and they took that team all the way to what, game 7? So that Sacramento team played well for Mike Brown. He was the coach of the year. I mean, but I just feel like he can only do so much.
Tibbs was the coach of the year last year.
But I'm saying I just feel like that he could only do so much with that team as far as from a talent perspective. I feel like what's my guy name, the left-handed power forward? His name,
For
forget his
who?
name. My guy played for Sacramento, the power forward.
That's a bonus.
That's not Sabonis, right? I just feel like with Stephen Sabonis, they can only get so far. And that's truly how I felt about it. But they can
He
only get
has
so.
Sabonis. He had De'Aaron. That was Sabonis, De'Aaron Fox, and Malik Monk. They hooped together. Like they
I
hooped
understand
together.
they hoop together. I get it. They hoop together, right? I get that. But look, come on now. Come on
I
now.
mean, yeah, like that lineup, yes. Like you only expect them to get
They
so far.
overachieved. They overachieved with that lineup, bro. Like those ain't no top. Those like the three players you be like, oh man, this what we ride with, and that's what I'm lining down. Like, if you had to put your life on the line, you wouldn't put it on those three guys. I'm trying to be disrespectful, bro. I'm just being for real, man. Like they overachieved, and I'm saying kudos to them. Like to get that much out of that season, kudos to them. But let's not play ourselves, bro. Come on
I
now.
mean, I hear I hear
Did
what
you
you're
ever go into
saying.
the
I
playoff
definitely hear
thinking,
what you.
oh, did you ever go into the playoff thinking, oh man, gotta worry about these Kings? Even when they got
I
DeMar
mean,
Rosen, you knew that wasn't gonna be a difference. We all knew that. There's nobody say, oh, this is a game changer. We all knew.
for sure. Like you didn't look at them and be like, "Cool, championship or bust." So I
Right.
mean, I could give you that. But even still, man, I don't know. It just feels like a lateral move coaching wise because neither one of them, both of them are good coaches. Neither one of them, I'm like, yo, because they're coaching, this team's gonna be able to get over the hump. They're gonna
Yeah.
be able to figure it out. They'll be able to be world beaters.
Right.
But I mean, I could be completely wrong. I mean,
But Mike
I'm not
Brown
rooting
has always
against.
been able to use his bench. He's been always, and you look at his history, even in history of Cleveland, history in Sacramento, he's always been able to play at least 8 to 9 players deep, even in the playoffs. You look at them Cleveland teams, he was playing like 7, 8 deep in the playoff series when LeBron didn't have too much. And then you look at Sacramento, he was playing 8, 9 deep in them series too. And it was Sacramento. So man, you gotta get do the little props, man. Like, and that's the one thing on Tills, man. He did not. He played those dudes to death, man. And it wasn't one
Yeah,
year. It wasn't 2 years. It was year after year. He did the same thing in Chicago. Like, man, try something different, man. I mean, like, I understand if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But obviously, bro, it's broken. You can't never get to the finals, and you're gonna have more than enough talent to do it. Like,
man.
you had, you
No, no,
had,
I feel
you
you
had
with that.
you had
I do feel you with
prime
that. Like,
you had
stop
prime
forcing
D
this.
Rose. You had prime D Rose, Joakim Noah, Jimmy Butler. Couldn't get it done. You had Jalen Brinson with all his teammates that he won a championship with in college. You got everything you wanted. You couldn't get it done, man. You can't get it done, man. How many more chances can you get? I mean, like, golly. And then it's the same problems. Your players run out of games year after year.
Man, I feel you. But who I also want to make note of in the West, so Houston, I feel like they won free agency uh, just because of what the team that they already had, and they picked up the score that you would want to have. However, salute to the Nuggets for picking up Tim Hardaway Jr., Bruce Brown, and Cam Johnson. That was big for the Nuggets. They have help around Joker again, so that's gonna be
And
super
Melo too.
interesting because they took OKC to 7 last year without him having help like that.
Yeah.
So that's big.
What
And
do you think my
then
boy Russ
also
gonna
the
be?
clip. Say it again.
You think my boy Russ gonna end up? You think he gonna resign or he gone?
I don't know. I just wanted to go somewhere where he could get a ring. That's all I care about.
You think his best shot
Uh,
is to go back to Denver?
Denver, or Houston, honestly. And then
He said he
the
want to
other
be.
one, the Clippers.
He said he want to be on the West though.
Yeah,
Close to
Denver or
home.
Houston.
But I wouldn't go back to LA.
Denver.
I would never put on purple and gold from Russell Westbrook. Those colors do not like him.
Oh no, no. Denver. The Lakers aren't winning nothing anyway. So Denver, Houston. Those are the options. Heck, Dallas would even be a better option than going to the Lakers. Like the Lakers, they're gonna make the playoffs, but they're not gonna do nothing with it. The Clippers though, the Clippers have some good pickups. So man, they re-signed Harden. They got Brooke Lopez. Re-signed Nick Batum. So
What if
I don't
what if
know.
what if Westbrook go to Milwaukee and play with
Waste of
Young?
time.
Huh?
Waste of time. That's a waste of time.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nah. If this was 2016, 2017, 2018 Russell Westbrook, I'll say, oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's a walk of championship dang there. But this version of him where he's like he can be a great, amazing spark off the bench, maybe even in the starting lineup, like make it easy. Make it easy.
I feel like him and
Go somewhere.
Westbrook, with somebody pushing the pace, with Giannis unstoppable downhill, man,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. I can see that as a. I can see with Bobby Portis, Trick,
But
Trick, Trick,
Bobby
Trick,
Portis is gonna be coming off the bench because of Miles Turner.
with Miles Turner, bro, Westbrook. Come on, man. I can see
Nah,
it, bro. I can see it. I can see Westbrook, sparking that team being like a third seed.
is that good enough to get you a ring?
I feel like if they come in at the third seed, I feel like it'd be good enough to be easy first round win. Then anything can happen in the second and third round.
I don't. I don't see it. I don't think so.
Like you said, who is there to beat? Everybody's hurt.
Cleveland, New York. I wouldn't put them in front of Cleveland or New York.
Man, Cleveland, man, this ain't no diss to Cleveland. It's being honest. Cleveland fumbles the bag too much.
The only team we fumbled the bag against was the team that went to the championship, and the team that went to and we were hurt. Don't forget that. And the team that went to the championship, they took OKC to 7 with a hurt Halliburton. Let's not act like Cleveland can't flip that switch. If
I'm not
Cleveland can
saying
stay
they
away from
can't.
injuries,
I'm not saying they can't.
if we can stay away from injuries, there's nobody in the NBA that we're like, oh, we're afraid to play them.
I'm not saying that.
Last
I'm
year
just
came
saying
down to injuries.
you got to listen to what I said. I said they fumbles the bag too much, bro. They play with
Bro,
their food too much. I don't know what it is about y'all in the playoffs. Y'all just do ignorant stuff, bro. Like,
we were hurt. Like, okay, what was that? Game 1 when we were up 20? We should have closed that one out for sure. Game 2, we were up 20 without two starters. No, without three starters, we were up 20. The guys got tired, but heck, still close that out. So then that's 2. We went back to Indiana and we won. That would have been 3, and then so on and so forth. We have the guys to get it done. Now it's just about getting it done.
hey, get it done, bro. The best ability is availability. Remember that.
I hear you. I hear you, man. But also, don't talk about my Cavs. Don't do
And
that.
then you went, and
I'm
then
not doing
I love my boy Lonzo, but then y'all went and picked up Lonzo. He could be hurt too.
that. Hey, this is gonna be his healthy year. This is his
I hope
comeback
so.
revenge tour. So
I-
so so yeah. And he's good for
yeah.
defense too. I love it. All right, so also let's kind of switch it up real quick. But we're gonna stick with the NBA. Paul Pierce. I don't know if you had a chance to hear his statement, but he said
I
he's the
heard that.
best. He was the
I heard
best
that.
pure scorer in the game. He said he's a better scorer than Jordan, Katie, Tracy McGrady, uh, Bron, Kobe, uh, insert anybody else who could get a bucket. He said he was a better pure scorer than them. Bro,
The only,
what's
the only
what's
person,
happening?
the only person that he's truthful about is LeBron James. That's the only person that he's a better scorer than. Honest
I can't
situation.
even give him Bron. I can't give him Bron.
The reason why I say LeBron because LeBron is one of those very dynamic players, one of those very rare players who can dominate the game without actually shooting the ball. So he's a when you think about IQ, if you put basketball IQ, they should have LeBron James beside it, right? Beside
Mm-hmm.
basketball IQ. That's his superpower.
Agreed.
I would never say his superpower is scoring, even though he's the scoring leader of all time. Superpower is IQ. Like that's
But
what makes
here's
him
the
so
irony for
dominant.
me. Here's the irony enough for me. Jordan has 10 scoring titles, I believe.
Right.
He has 10. KD has 4. Kobe has 2. T-Mac, I believe, has 2. And Paul Pierce has none. If you're the best scorer, why don't you have a scoring title? Just one. Just one. Because Kobe got his in the same era as everybody else. Jordan got his in the same era that Kobe was playing in. Kobe got his in the same order that Brown and Tracy McGrady were playing in, and Paul Pierce. Everybody who is a great scorer was able to get their scoring title. Bro, how come you weren't able to get yours? What's that about?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. For a long time, when Paul Pierce was playing in his prime, you didn't even know if that was truly his team. I heard some people saying that was Antoine Walker team. So,
No, for a minute it was. And when
so
Antoine Walker, then it was Paul Pierce, and then KG came to town, and KG chose to take a back seat. But at that time, KG was the better player.
yeah. So I just like, man, I don't know what. I don't know that was like when he was trying to say he was a better player than Dwayne. Hey, you ain't never led no
All
team
right.
by yourself. Like, bro, really, let's not act like Shaq just dominant. Like he was good and he played a major role, but like that year, man, and I got my own things about D Wade, that I feel, but we ain't talking about that. But we talking about
D-Wade was
basketball
hooping.
with D Wade
He was hooping.
in '06. Wasn't
Oh
nobody
06,
stopping. Wasn't nobody
oh 06,
stopping
he
D
was
Wade
hooping.
that year. Wasn't
He was
nobody.
an issue and a problem.
He was demoralizing. Like he was really his Kobe Bean Bryant bag. That's Kobe thing I seen to Kobe was D Wade in '06, bro. Dude was not
Bro,
dude was unstoppable, bro, on that run. He was not to be denied. And Shaq was the icing on the cake. So I
literally.
don't know, like I understand Paul Pierce was the truth. He earned that name, but come on, bro.
He did. Paul Pierce could hoop too. But like I don't know what the thing is today about guys wanting to rewrite history. Like
Right.
a lot of us weren't there and that we don't have
Like
footage.
we didn't watch
Like
it.
at no point in our lifetime that we ever watched Paul Pierce did we say he's the best scorer in the league or he's the second best scorer in the league.
Yeah.
I've never even had that thought. Like there
Yeah.
was always somebody else.
Like for me, you gotta win games. Like, bro, you was middle of the pack. Your team was never like first, second, third seed until you got Ray Allen in them. Like you was a playing team for most of your career. Like, be honest. Like in most of your prime, your team wasn't even competitive.
Bro, it was like we knew he could hoop, but he doesn't push the needle enough to get them to play
Right.
any meaningful basketball.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. But like I really can't think of a time that we would have been like Paul Pierce is the best scorer in the league.
I mean,
Because it was always
it was one point he had the commercials and stuff. Like
yeah, he had what's like a Sprite commercial, right?
he had a couple commercials, truth and stuff, but still though, come
But
on,
that was
man.
when KG and them got there. Because before then, like when we think about scores during like his career span, it would have been like Kobe, T Mac, Stephon Marbury. We would even think of before him as a scorer. Um, Melo, Melo for sure. Like there are other guys that were for sure in front of him that were like, give this man the ball and some time on the clock. He gonna do something with it.
Yeah. And I just don't want to sound disrespectful because I like Paul Pierce. I actually like
I do
him
too.
too. I like him and what he's doing on the
I think he's
podcast.
hilarious.
I like what he's doing on feet. And so, you know what I'm saying? I like him a lot. But man, like, bro, like, stop it, bro. You sound foolish, bro. It make you sound like you don't know what you're talking about in basketball. Because, bro,
It's almost like it kills your credibility. All right, so
yeah,
here's my question for you. Here's my
especially
question
when
for
he
you,
said
and
Jordan.
I want to. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm saying, especially when he said Jordan. Like, I heard it, I was like, bro, you serious? Like, when he said Jordan, when he was a better per scorer than Jordan, and when he said KD, and I'm like, bro, this dude shot like 50% for his career. Like,
Yeah, no,
like
that's
come on,
absolutely
bro.
insane. Like
Being
in no
serious.
world does anybody believe this.
Nobody.
So okay, so here's my question for you, and I want y'all to put it in the chat too. Who are your top 5 scorers in NBA history? Like when you think of just scoring, like you just need someone to go off on in this game. Who's your top 5 guys that you're thinking of?
Top 5 guys. I think about scoring. Of course, Jordan, Kobe, Kevin Durant, um, Allen Iverson, and I mean, it is
That's 4. You need one more.
um, tough one. Can we do present day?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna put Shea up there, bro. I think Shea gonna be different. Obviously, he can score a plethora of range, and he ain't even really added the 3-point shot to his bag like that.
I mean, I'm not mad at that. My 5 would be Jordan, Kobe, Bron, James Harden, and KD. Cause that James Harden, the way he was scoring
You
for
really
a
want to
minute,
put
boy.
James in there, man, but his shortcomings in the playoffs, man, it bothers me, man. It bothers me. Like,
I
think
get,
about
I
James
definitely
Harden,
get
then
that.
I think about the playoffs because in all those dominant years, for every one of them, he had a playoff run where he just disappeared, bro, and it
Yeah,
bothers
where
me, man. He did it. He even did it going back to OKC. It bothers
I
me,
mean,
man. How you be that
no,
great?
that's
It just
that's
bothers me.
facts.
I just
That's
can't get over
facts.
that. I can't put him in there, man, because that bothers me. Even when you might say, well, hey, I didn't win a championship. AI did it in the playoffs. He took a team that had no business going to the final against a Laker team that didn't lose. We went 16-1 in the playoffs in the whole playoffs. And that one loss came to him. So, you know,
Yeah.
all the guys I said have done it regular season, playoff, championship game.
I mean,
So
I'm not mad at it. I'm
and
not
that's
mad. I
why
would never argue against AI. I
right.
would never argue against AI for that. Like
And
I have no rebuttal for that.
Shea only averaged 30 points in the whole entire playoff. So so
Yeah, I
you
think he
know,
had the second highest point per game average in NBA history for the
right.
playoffs behind Jordan. So that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah. So I gotta put him in there, man. And I know it's what they call it when you got when you
Prisoner
just
of the moment.
prisoner of the moment. But yeah, I gotta put him in there, man, because I couldn't even put LeBron in there, man, because like I said, his thing is IQ. Um, I don't necessarily go up into a game and say LeBron is gonna score 50. He's gonna go out tonight. I say LeBron's gonna go in the game and he's gonna dominate. I don't say he's gonna go off and score and change it. LeBron might go off and have 25, 30 points, but he's completely
I
dominating
mean,
the game. So I couldn't even say him.
Bron Bron just does a lot of. For me, it's like Bron does a lot of other things really well to great. But he is a scorer, like no doubt about it. He's going to get his 25 plus a game. He has one of the highest point per game averages in NBA history
He's
because
a,
he's going to get the bucket.
but he's a good percentage shooter too. He's not taking bad shots too. He's gonna take us to a couple of chalk threes where he do that, but for the most part, he plays a very efficient game. It all goes back to IQ. It's mostly IQ. That's why I said, but you got to look at the question that you asked. The top 5 scorers of all time. I didn't even put Larry Bird in there. They said
Yeah,
Larry
Larry
Bird was so
Legend.
bad. They said Larry would tell you, I'm finna do this to you and do it and then throw on you. You know how good
No,
you got
no,
to be
no.
to say, hey,
Facts.
I'm finna take you to the right, spin off and then hit this out the backboard. He would do it. So, I didn't even put Isaiah Thomas in there. You know what I'm saying? So I can't put LeBron before all those guys. Even if
I
I
could put
did say
Brown before them though. Like
Mm.
Larry Bird and Brown could be a conversation, but I'll for sure put Brown before Isaiah Thomas when it comes to scoring. Scoring, yes, absolutely. And Isaiah Thomas was tough, but Brown
Yeah.
was a better scorer than Isaiah Thomas was. Larry Bird was just that was a cold man. That was a
Also, LeBron
cold
is
man.
a freak athlete, though. How often do you see somebody that size and move that well and that nimble? Like,
I mean, that's
dude's a
I hear
freak of
you.
nature.
That's no, I hear you. That and that's a part of it though. He uses
Yeah.
that to his advantage when he scores. So I'm not mad at it. But yo, okay, so let's peep this. We're getting the football season. The weather hasn't changed yet. The weather hasn't changed yet, but football season, we in July now. And after July we have that little piece of August.
Look,
And then we in football season. We're in full effect. We're gonna have
you
a
know
couple
it's football
preseason games
season
in August.
when it starts
Boy,
getting
boy,
up
boy.
around 6 o'clock, 6:30. It's that time of year.
Yo, real quick, side note, since we're talking about football season, have you seen Patrick Mahomes' new haircut? You see his edge up?
Hey, he look more intense, bro. He look like he ain't he look like he ain't to be played with.
Bruh. I, I say, hey, he spent he spent time with his black cousins this summer. he
You
said,
know what that
he said,
you know what that
I'm
haircut
about to
mean?
go,
You know
I'm
what that
going to
haircut mean?
Atlanta.
That
What's up?
haircut mean I'm standing on business. I'm not playing. They better watch out for Mahomes. He might try to go undefeated this year.
Bruh. And man, I have a feeling he's gonna try to come back with a vengeance. I think this year he's looking for regular season MVP, championship MVP. He's looking for some kind of historic year, leading the league in passing yards, whatever the case, whatever it takes. I think he's gonna be all in for it. That's what
Yeah,
that haircut told me.
yeah. I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this. The disrespect that Mahomes gets, right? Because after all he's done, at his worst AFC championship game. At his worst, right? Since he's been a starter, right? And the nerve of these guys to still try to say that he might be the second best quarterback in the league. It behooves me.
That's
Because
absolutely insane.
they trying their best to put Josh Allen above him, which is crazy.
Why would they on purpose? How?
Man, you got some analysts on TV that say Josh Allen is the most talented, the best quarterback in the league.
They should not be allowed to work on TV if they're saying this.
It's some analysts
Uh,
that saying that. You can actually look this up and you can find it.
that's absolutely insane.
It's
That doesn't
crazy.
make any sense.
It's
That
crazy. Ain't
makes
nobody
no
close to
sense.
this man. And then I feel like, all right, I'm gonna leave that where it's at. I ain't gonna get into that. Cause
Okay, and then but my thing is this, and you know what? We could touch on this because I do think Patrick Mahomes is being disrespected as well because he went from is he about to be the greatest QB of all time to this man should never be allowed in the GOAT conversation. I'm like, dang, this man's in year seven.
now I ain't
Year
heard that.
seven, and
Who
he already
said that?
has
Who said that?
Stephen A was saying that after they lost the Super Bowl. I don't know
Mhm.
if Greeny said it, but it was like the panel that was up there with her, and I was just like, yo, this man has a better resume for his first 8 years than Tom Brady does by a mile. This man has so much more football to play. Let him play the game. Let him play it.
Bro,
And then something I saw, Ben Roethlisberger said he said Aaron Rodgers is better than Patrick Mahomes as a quarterback.
this is what I was
And
just gonna
I
say.
said,
You
this is
read my mind.
crazy.
You read my mind. I said these analysts that say this about Patrick Mahomes, and then they'll come on there, these same analysts will come on there and say Aaron Rodgers a bad man when he's at best the greatest disappointment of all time. To only get to one Super Bowl and
Yep.
win one Super Bowl in your great career. Man, get out of here, bro.
Yeah, no,
Get
I'm with
out
you. Aaron Rodgers is the James Harden of the NFL.
of here. Yeah.
Like regular season, you gonna be like, yo, this is crazy. This man's in another world.
He's
The
already
playoffs comes, you're like, yo, what happens to the dude from the regular season?
yeah. Let's just be real. Aaron Rodgers has underachieved for what they say about him. I compare himself. If you want to ask me, I would take Russell Wilson career over Aaron Rodgers. Russell Wilson has
Yeah,
only had one losing season, and they make it try to be like he fell off the planet when
no facts.
when if Aaron Rodgers would have went to Denver and played in that situation, you got to realize that was that coaching staff was tailored to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
So
and he's played with better offensive talent.
right, and then like you played with
He's
Donald Driver, Jordy Nelson, um, Devontae
Devontae
Adams.
Adams.
Like who's Russell really played with other than DK?
Honestly, that's it. Because before then, he
And
had
I like
some
that a lot.
solid, like, yeah, possession receivers, but nah.
I like Doug Baldwin, but they ain't Donald Driver, they ain't Jordy Nelson, they ain't Greg Jennings, they ain't James Jones. Come on, man.
They're not. They're not. Let them
And for you
cook.
to underachieve like the way you have, you gonna have and don't say you ain't had good defenses. I remember those Clay Matthews, BJ Raji,
BJ
those
Raji, yep.
those defenses.
Charles Woodson,
Charles Woodson. Come on, man. You underachieved, bro. I don't
100%.
like that, bro. It kind of makes me feel like it's a little racist sometimes because you get these quarters just like you want to give Matthew Stafford, like he did something great. He's a career loser. You had freaking Megatron, arguably one of the greatest receivers of all time. You had Golden Tate, and bro, you was a career loser, bro. You was losing. You was 1-16, 2-15 with Megatron, bro. Like, don't come to me talking about he's one of the greatest, top 5 quarterbacks. Why? Because you going to have 2 seasons with the Rams? Dude, you're a career loser. And I'm not talking about this
Talk
man
your,
personally. I'm talking about football, bro.
no, yeah. Talk your stuff, bro.
Perspective,
Talk
bro.
your stuff.
Like, you can't say on one hand, oh, oh, he's great because he did this with a winning culture. And then you can say, well, and then so when you bring up Matthew Stafford and you say, well, he didn't have enough on defense, and then I'll bring up Joe Burrow then. Well, Joe Burrow didn't have a defense either. He took
Right,
his team to a Super Bowl. And you know how I feel about Joe Burrow. I feel like he had 3 number 1 receivers his whole career.
right. Patrick Mahomes has had bad defenses too,
Yeah.
and he's had bad offenses.
But you want to bring up Matthew Stafford, say he's a top 5 guy. Then you want to say Aaron Rodgers is a top 5 guy. And then but then Jalen Hurts not a top 5 guy because he got everything around him. So if he was losing, if he didn't, so if he had all that around him, he was losing. He'll be the worst quarterback in the world because he do what he's supposed to do with a team like that is win and dominate. So okay, so you penalize me for doing what I should do, and then if I don't do it, you're gonna penalize me even more. So damn if I do, damn if I don't.
Man, listen,
No winning.
no, no notes, no notes. I agree.
Mhm.
No, I definitely agree with that. So that disrespect is crazy. Yo, and then like just staying in football real quick, switching it up. Did you see Chris Carter? Chris Carter has some words for Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah, I heard. That's crazy.
Boy, I'm like, yo, what's going on right now?
Man, I'm gonna be
Like you
honest with
don't
you,
usually
bro.
see wide receivers bashing other wide receivers.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Chris Carter is ruining his own legacy by his mouth because Chris Carter was like that.
He was Ohio State legend.
But Chris Carter, nobody remembers you because you was on the other side of renting them out.
That's a tough world to live on.
It's just to being honest, Chris Carter. You nice. You like that, bro. Because I'm old enough to
Man,
remember that you had a set of hands, that if that mud touched your hand, you
one
was not.
hand,
But don't let your mouth ruin your legacy. Because
unprovoked.
because one thing about Ocho Cinco, he was loud. Your game was not loud. You went and did the work. Don't let your mouth ruin your legacy. And that's all I would say about Chris Paul. Don't let your mouth run your legacy. Let them remember you for what you did on the field. Because it's already hard when you on the other side of Randy Moss.
Man, listen, that's a world
And
to
then,
be on.
and
So
then some people might say, well, he ain't nothing but Juju Smith.
that's crazy. Those people will be very disrespectful if they said that.
No, I'm just
Whoever would
saying though.
say,
Because if I'm Ocho Cinco, that's the first thing I'm gonna hit him with. And I know he ain't Ojo. I know he ain't Juju Smith. I'm screwing his name up. I know he ain't my
Juju
boy. I know he
Smith-Schuster.
ain't Juju.
Yeah,
Right? I know that. But I'm saying if I'm being disrespectful and I'm Ocho Cinco, I'm gonna hit him with that, bro. You just another Juju. And I may be. You know what I'm saying?
bro, that's
Because
crazy.
some would say you ate because everybody was double teaming and worried about Randy.
Worried about Randy going over the top.
Yeah.
Hey, but I mean, Chris was killing before Randy got there. But
No,
when
Chris was
Randy
that.
got there,
Like I said, I
now,
love Chris.
now,
I love
okay,
Chris.
and then Chris, and I hate to say this because Chris Carr's he's from Ohio State legend, all that stuff too. But I don't know because he said that he believes Justin Jefferson is a better wide receiver than Randy Moss. And I'm like, yo, one, you play with Randy and you were on the field with them. And two, you saw Randy, like everybody knew what Randy was gonna do. There's no secret about it. And boom, 3 catches for $198. 3. Like, what are we doing?
Look here, bro. Look here, though. Look here, though. Justin Jefferson is like that, too, bro. He has not,
Justin Jefferson is
look,
tough.
look. He is not disappointed. Everybody in their mama know where the ball going. And look, here's the thing. It don't matter who's throwing the ball to him. He looks the same. Whether it's Christian Ponder, whether it's whether it's whether it's Christian Ponder, whether it's name some of the quarterbacks they gonna have throwing to him. It doesn't matter who's throwing the
Sam
ball.
Darnold.
Sam Darnold, my guy
Who's the
from
year
Southern
before?
Miss.
Kirk Cousins.
It doesn't matter, bro. He looks the same. He don't drop off. He's like 7-Eleven. He's always open. It looks
I
the
never said he
same.
was bad. I never said. I'm
Just
not even saying he's just
bro.
good.
He
Justin
might be
Jefferson is a
he's
great wide
as dominant.
receiver.
It just look different, bro. It just look different,
Randy
bro. But
Moss. Randy
I'm not
Moss. That's
I'm
who we're
not
talking
saying
about.
he's Randy
He said
Moss, but I'm saying
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything bad about Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, like even the interviews I've seen of Justin Jefferson, he seems like a super likable guy. Like, I'm not saying anything bad. Wide receiver, I think he's the best in the league. But better than Randy Moss? Randy Moss. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. We gonna see.
Randy Moss.
To me, it's a longevity piece, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long is you gonna be able to keep up this dominance? Because that's how you gonna do. That's how you gonna overcome Randy. You gotta do it
Yeah,
for a
and
long time.
he gets an extra game every season to try to break Randy's
Right,
records.
right.
He gets an
But
extra game every season to try to do it.
but far as being the best receiver in the game, I don't know. I like Justin Jefferson,
Who's better?
bro. AJ Brown is dominant when he's healthy.
Bro, stop. No, sir.
AJ
No, sir.
Brown is dominant when
No,
he's healthy.
sir.
Can't nobody
No,
guard.
sir.
Ain't nobody
No,
guard AJ
100% not.
Brown when he's healthy, bro. AJ Brown was not healthy last year in the last end of that playoff.
I'm taking Randy Moss. I'm taking
No, I'm talking
I'm
about in the league
taking
right now.
I mean, I'm sorry, not Randy Moss. I'm taking Justin Jefferson and I'm taking Jamar Chase over him. 100%.
I don't know. I don't know.
What you mean you don't know? You taking Jamar Chase over him. I'm
Nah,
taking CD Lamb over
my
him.
boy gonna have 2 Super Bowl appearances.
I'm taking. Okay, cool. That's what's up. It's about the team that he was on too. Don't act like he's just on a regular team. Like, you plug Jamar Chase into that, they going to the Super Bowl.
Don't act
You
like
plug
don't
Justin
act like
Jefferson into that, they going to the Super Bowl.
Don't
AJ,
act like he just,
CD Lamb,
don't act like
they
he
still
wasn't the
going.
guy either. Don't act like he wasn't the guy either. On not just the other team. He made that team what it was too. He wasn't
He
part that
made
made
what
that
team what it
team.
was?
No, he part of what made that team unstoppable. He's not just a
Who?
double.
The
He's not just
Eagles?
a guy. AJ Brown
The
is not
Eagles.
just a guy.
Okay, here's all I'm gonna say. So AJ Brown is not just a guy. I'm not gonna disrespect him and be like, oh, he's just another guy out there. He's for sure not just another guy. However, you have Jalen Hurts, who's not just a guy. You
Mhm.
have Devontae Smith, who's not just a guy. You have AJ Brown, who's not just a guy. You have Saquon Barkley, who's not just a guy. You have the best offensive line in the NFL, who they aren't just guys. You have the best defense in the NFL. They're not just guys. Like, you're surrounded by dogs everywhere. All you have to do is do your part. No one's asking you to go above and beyond. When the ball hits your hands, catch it. If you can stretch out and get it, get it. No one's asking you to go above and beyond. So let's not try to make false narratives for the sake of being like, oh, he's having to do above and beyond.
So,
Man, listen,
so,
nah.
so
When the ball
Minnesota,
comes your
so
way,
Minnesota
grab
didn't
it.
have a top defense.
You said who?
Minnesota didn't have a top defense.
Did you
They
see what
didn't
the
have.
Rams did to him?
They didn't have.
Did
They
you see?
didn't have a. They didn't have a lethal running back. They was.
Did you see what the Rams did to Minnesota? Yes or no?
You
the
see what that?
the Rams
Look,
let Minnesota every which
listen,
way but
listen.
lose.
Do you see what that same Rams team did to the Eagles?
They lost to him. What you mean? What are we talking about?
Jalen Hurts, man, was running for his life. That dude came
Nah, not like that. And also that game, they were playing in the snow, and they were playing in real snow, not like little flurries. No, it was raining. I mean, it was snowing
those
for
boys
real.
coming through that line.
Mm, I would say more so the Eagles were going through the line,
Oh, I'm telling you.
and the Eagles were sending forward.
You
Yes,
go back and
sir.
watch that game. I know that. I know we broke for a couple. I know Jalen Hurts broke for one. Saquon broke for one. I'm telling you, they was in that backyard the whole night, the whole game. They was back there. They was coming.
I mean, they played well, but I expect the Rams to be really good this year too.
Yeah.
But
I
but
don't know,
nah,
bro.
the
I really
Vikings
think they're
weren't like
gonna.
that as a team.
I really think the Rams is gonna miss my boy Cooper.
Who? Cooper.
Yeah,
I mean, they still have Puka. Puka is really good.
I
Um,
understand that, bro. But I'm telling you, they're gonna miss him.
I mean,
It's,
time will tell. And then they
I'm gonna
picked
be
up
honest
they
with you.
picked up a wide receiver in the draft too. And if
It's something
they
about those. It's something about those guys, those Max Crosby type guys, those Winter Humphrey type guys, bro. It's like it's something about those guys, man. You know, like they remind me like a Wes Welker or Deion Branch type guy. It's something about those guys, man. It's hard to get those guys out your system, man. And like you see quarterbacks when they lose those type of guys, they have a rough year following that. So man, it's gonna be tough.
Man, we're gonna see. But hey, real quick, let's circle back to AJ Brown real quick. Just tell me yes or no if he's better than this wide receiver. Because I just want to see where we have him. Jamar
Okay.
Chase, yes or no? That should be easy, bro.
I gotta go with Jamar Chase. He had a better season. He won the
Just Justin Jefferson,
consistency. He's always 2,000 something. I'm close to it. 2,000 yards.
CD
You
Lamb
gotta go just yeah. I gotta go AJ
over CD Lamb.
over CD Lamb.
Boy,
'Cause I know
Kokiana is crazy.
CD Lamb sometimes drop passes.
AJ Brown sometimes drop passes.
Nah, bro. Nah.
Yes,
Bro.
yes,
AJ
yes.
Brown, bro.
I
AJ.
saw I saw AJ Brown dropping pass. It was after like all the shenanigans were
Bro,
happening
you
on
heard
the
me, my opinion.
sidelines.
I say AJ Brown, bro. I say AJ.
All right, you got him over CD Lamb, which is absolutely insane. But okay, Nico Collins.
AJ Brown.
Puka,
AJ Brown.
Devontae Adams,
AJ Brown.
Marvin Harrison,
AJ Brown.
Tyreek Hill,
AJ Brown.
Mike Evans.
Bro, I've seen Mike Evans. It don't matter who throws it to him, bro. He's
It
underrated.
really does not.
I gotta go with consistency, bro. It's just that he's been doing it. Look, he's a walking 1,000-yard season. Like, there's
Every
one thing you
year.
can pencil in. You can pencil in. You can pencil in. It's just like you can pencil Saquon for 1,000-yard season. Like, you can pencil Derrick Henry have 1,000 yards. He's one of those guys, man. You can just pencil in. Okay, we know Mike Evans gonna have at least 1,000 yards received.
Yeah.
I gotta go with consistency. I gotta say Mike Evans, but I'm gonna say
Uh-huh.
Mike Evans. I'm gonna say Mike Evans because I gotta
Okay.
respect
So
this.
so in this NFL, you're saying only three wide receivers are better than him. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Mike Evans.
I got him and Mike Evans like right beside each other. Like they right beside each other on the pyramid.
Okay,
And
so Jamar Chase and
that's
Justin
simply
Jefferson
because
are the only
that's
two
simply
wide
because
receivers better.
and look, this is simply because the Eagles have Saquon Barkley. And you gotta feed that. And he played beside Devontae Smith.
Right.
So it really, if all was fair, and he was needed the way them other guys was needed, I would have him one over just Murray Smart
Let's
play.
not act like we didn't see AJ Brown in Tennessee
He was
where he
like that.
was good.
He was like
Where
that.
he was good. But at no point did we have AJ Brown as a number one wide receiver when he was in Tennessee.
Who was number one?
We had Devontae Adams. We had Tyreek Hill. We had Cooper Kupp. We had.
Bro, he was young though too.
You say
On
it
his
again?
rookie deal. He didn't play, bro. He had Derrick Henry, bro. Come on now. You just can't. You just gotta take. You gotta put it in context. Derrick Henry was running the ball 30 times a game. Come on now, we're not gonna do that. You're not finna fool you. Like you think you slick, bro. You think you slick. You be trying to slip little cheap shots in there. We ain't gonna act like he wasn't playing with Derrick
I
Henry,
I
who
would
was
say
the
no
league MVP.
because we saw the same NFL where we saw rookie uh, Dak Prescott and rookie Ezekiel Elliott. So a quarterback and a running back both go off. Two guys on the same team can go off at the same time.
Nah, bro. Nah,
There's
bro.
there's
Bro, bro.
there's not a one
The
guy standard for
one
this.
thing, the quarterback touched the ball every snap of the game. We're not going to compare the two, right? A
Wasn't
quarterback,
Derrick
Derrick Henry, during them years, bro, come on now. We're not going to say
okay?
A.J. Brown
Look,
would
look,
be
look. But
anything.
by
A.J. Brown
hey,
played with freaking Derrick Henry in his prime. King Henry,
by that
2011.
logic, by that logic, okay, by that logic, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase should not be able to go off at the same time because they're gonna touch it less than the running back would. They have one guy throwing both of them the ball, so they shouldn't be able to go off. When we watch Torrey
For
Hall,
one,
Isaac Bruce, and Marshall Falk all go off, where they
for
were
one, for one, T. Higgins was hurt a lot last year.
did
And
T. Higgins go off last year?
hold on. And let's not forget that most of the time Joe Burrow was playing from behind. They never had a freaking lead. I expect them to throw for 2,000 yards too. I expect them to catch for a million yards too. If I'm always playing from behind, it's context with everything, bro. You ain't putting
I
context in
feel
this.
yes, there's context, but I feel like you're forcing it though, because
No,
you're saying because AJ Brown played with Derrick Henry, there like he could. There's no way he could have been the number one wide receiver. Like you can't
no, I'm
have a
saying that's
great wide
number one.
receiver.
He was the number
You're
one
saying
seed.
like, you're saying it like you can't have a great wide receiver and a great running back playing together going off.
I'm
You
saying,
can.
I'm saying, if you got a Derrick Henry type as your future back, and that's what y'all do, y'all a running team. That receiver is not going to be tops up there in like receiving yards because that ain't what they doing. And then when you do throw the ball,
Marshall
you got to
Falk
share
and
the weapon.
Torrey Holt. Marshall Falk, Torrey Holt. Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison. Uh, Terrell Davis, Shannon Sharp. You can have two guys, whether they're the same position or different positions on offense, eating.
Bro,
You can have
what
two
are you
different
talking
guys
about?
eat.
Them ain't even good. Them ain't even good. Harrison and Torrey Holt. What are you talking about? Torrey Holt.
I'm talking
So
about
excited.
two. I'm talking about two guys who had to share the rock, who were able to eat.
But you gotta look at that was
Neither,
a
and none of
passing.
them were
Bro,
quarterbacks.
you talking about the Rams? That was the greatest throw on turf. They throwing the ball 50 times a game, 40 times a game. They throwing the ball
I also
70%.
talked. I also talked about the Broncos.
Bro, the Broncos. What are you talking about? They had John freaking anyway. And back then, tight ends, he would have like 900 yards to 1,000 yards season. That wasn't a lot.
For that time, Shannon Sharp was for sure ahead of his time with how they
But
were
it
using the
wasn't a
tight
lot
end.
though. It wasn't just like
Okay,
out
and
of
then
control.
and then Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne.
Peyton Manning never ran the ball. Hardly. It was freaking
Edgerrin James. Edgerrin James wasn't Hall of Famer. Edgerrin James wasn't running the ball. Is what you're
bro.
telling me? Hall of
Joseph
Fame.
Adai wasn't either. Joseph Adai wasn't either. They had to keep.
Yes, he was. And Hall of
You
Famer
know why?
Edgerrin
You
James.
know why? They
People,
kept it
Hall
early.
of Famer
They had to
Edgerrin
keep
James
you
was not
balanced.
running the
But that's
ball.
not it. Like that's not it. Like 70%, 60% of their offense wasn't passing. 70% of their offense
Hall of
wasn't passing.
Fame. Hey, would you say football is one of the hardest sports to get into the Hall of Fame after baseball?
I would say that.
It's not like basketball. Like
I
you really
get it.
got to put in work in order to get into that Hall of Fame.
I get it.
And they have three, and more than likely it will be four guys from that offense who are all gonna be in the Hall of Fame together.
You think Edgerrin James going to the Hall of Fame?
I believe. Let me see.
No, ain't no way Edgerrin James going to the Hall of Fame. I don't even think Ricky Williams going to the Hall of Fame. So Edgerrin James ain't.
Yeah. Let me see.
If Ricky
I
Williams
got
ain't going, Edgerrin James show ain't going. I think Joseph Adai had more impact than he did.
Andrew James is in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He was inducted as a part of the class of 2020. Don't disrespect him.
I'm just saying.
Don't dis.
Well, kudos to Edgerrin James. Hey, congratulations, Edgerrin James. I'm not dissing you,
The
but I'm
boys
saying
be hating.
let's
That's
let's not
crazy.
let's not act like they offense was 60%, 70% passing. You got to keep them
Whatever
honest.
they're
You
whatever
got to
they're
keep them honest.
no, they weren't just keeping boys honest. They were like after he retired, they turned it up more on just throwing the rock around.
What's
But
the
no,
most touchdowns
they
he had in the season?
and that's because their
What's the
running
most
backs
touchdowns
were
he had
all
in the
like
season? What's the most touchdowns
say it
he had
again.
in the season? What's the most
Most
touchdowns he had
touchdowns.
in the season?
Let me see. I got you. So he's 11th all time with in rushing. In rushing yards, he's number 11 all time. And let me see if I could get touchdowns in the season. Most touchdowns he had in the season was 13. 13. That's solid. What you mean? They only 16 games.
We got quarterbacks getting that now.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Jalen Hurts had like 15.
Jalen Hurts had 15 rushing TDs.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see, because he's on my fantasy football team next year. Oh, you mean from the? No, hold on. Let me see. Let me
I always
see.
get Jalen Hurts on my fantasy team. That's my quarterback. That's who I had last year.
Oh yeah, then if he did, then it wasn't helpful for you because you always get smacked in fantasy football.
I'm getting better. It's just my second. That was just my second year. I'm getting better. Every year I get better.
That's crazy. He really has had 15 rushing touchdowns. Boy, that's crazy. But that's not for the tush push and all that other stuff.
I
So I
don't
mean,
want to hear
cool.
it. I
However,
don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. Touchdown, touchdown. They hard to come back. He got 15 though.
I mean they had the most unstoppable
It don't matter.
touchdown package.
It don't matter. Stop him from getting to the one then. You got 99
I
yards to
mean,
stop him from getting there. I don't want to hear it.
yeah,
I don't want to
man.
hear it.
Listen, I hear you. I hear you. Hey, I hear you. Y'all let us know in the comments. Please drop it in the comments. Where do y'all have AJ Brown in terms of wide receivers? Do you have him top three? We'll keep it this. Do you have him top three, or is he top five, or do y'all have him outside the top five? Let me know if
Top
I'm
three.
tripping or if Mook is just
Top three.
supporting him because he's from Mississippi.
PFF have him graded number one receiver.
They're wrong. I mean, like a lot of people could be wrong. I'm just not one of them, but a lot of
Man,
people could be wrong.
I tell you this, they ain't getting it from thin air.
They're getting it from somewhere that doesn't make sense. I'll tell you that.
Okay,
All right,
baby.
so since we're on wide receivers, we're gonna leave it with this. Who's your wide receiver, Mount Rushmore?
Um, Jerry Rice.
The GOAT.
Um, Randy Moss.
Easy. Number three shouldn't be that hard.
Um,
Who you got, bro?
I don't want to leave nobody out, bro.
Who you thinking? Who you thinking? Because I feel like you thinking this hard is already disrespectful to who I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Um, Randy Moss. I like T.O.
Okay, TO3.
Um, I think people sleep on T.O. too. I don't like the disrespect he be get. We talking about football. We ain't talking about all the theatrics. I like T.O.
Yeah.
Um, I like Larry Fitzgerald too.
So that's your four?
I don't know.
Come on, bro. Come on, lock us in. Who you got?
I don't know, bro. I feel like I'm missing somebody. I'm missing something.
You need some names?
Give me some names.
All right, you got Jerry Rice, Larry Fitzgerald, T.O.,
Say
Randy
it right
Moss.
there.
Yeah, Isaac Bruce, Tim Brown, Steve Smith Sr., Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Andre Johnson, Chris Carter, Anquan Bolden, Julio Jones, Torrey Holt.
Megatron. Megatron.
Megatron. That's your four?
Megatron number 4. Yeah. So I got Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, T.O., and Megatron.
I got the exact same four. I got the I got I got the exact same four, and if I had to have an honorable mention, it's Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah. So you had T.O.?
Oh, 100%. T.O.,
Um,
like, I still don't really know, and I would like to have talk to T.O. and Randy Moss at the same time. I would like to know, who do they have number two behind Jerry Rice? Because they played at the same time, and they both put up crazy numbers,
yeah.
and both of them are either two or three in
Right.
touchdowns, yards, all that stuff. So
Right.
I want to know who they think is better between the two of them,
Yeah.
uh, and in their situations. Because boy, T.O. having 100 plus yards with a broken leg in the Super Bowl, that
Right.
is absolutely amazing.
Man.
Like,
And look, most people might be shocked that we both got T.O. But like you take off all that off the field stuff away, and T.O. was that guy. Everywhere he went, and it don't matter who was throwing it to him, T.O. was that guy. Like you got to have T.O. up in
like
there. You had him in the same order?
I probably have T.O. 2 and Randy 3.
I got T.O. 2. I got Randy 2, and I got T.O. 3. Because I look at the Super Bowl. I say the Super Bowl get him 2.
But Randy didn't win a Super Bowl. He
I thought
went,
Randy
but he didn't win.
he showed it. Both of them went, huh?
Both of them
Oh,
went.
that's so right.
Yep, both of them went.
So did. I forgot about that. I forgot they went 17 undefeated and lost in the Super Bowl. I sure forgot about that. Dang. Anyway,
Yep.
still though,
And what's
still
funny,
though.
is T.O. has more yards. Randy has more touchdowns. Randy has 3 more touchdowns than T.O., but T.O. has about 600 more, about 700 more receiving yards than Randy does.
Look,
So man, they just right there. They right there with each other,
look.
man. But y'all let us know in the comments who
Yeah,
y'all got.
I'm
What's up,
just
bro?
gonna say this right here. I think I think Jerry Rice, first of all, might be the greatest player of all times in football. Him
There's
and
definitely an
LT.
argument for it.
Him and LT, right? Greatest football players of all time. No, regardless of any position. Him and
Yeah,
LT
there's definitely an argument.
might be the greatest players of all time. Right. But Randy Moss, I think he started a whole trend and a whole culture. We still use Moss to this day. You've been moused. Like
Yeah,
T.O. ain't got no saying. It's like impact too. It's like he got the culture and he got the numbers to back it up. And T.I. he got the antics, you know, T.O. But and then you got Megatron, who just didn't play long enough.
yeah. Literally, that's the only thing that hurt Megatron, and because he just didn't see like he didn't see Detroit ever changing their ways while he was gonna be playing to where it's
Right.
like it'll make sense for him to put his body through that. And he all but said it. He was like, "Yo, we're just trash." Like essentially, he's like Detroit was just a trash team, and he could go out there and get his numbers and put up
Same thing with
touchdowns.
Deion Sanders. Same thing with
Just
Barry Sanders.
with Barry Sanders. Yeah, Barry Sanders left for the same reason, which is
Yeah.
crazy. The two best players in their franchise's history both said, "Hey, y'all got it,"
Yeah.
because they couldn't get it together, and they're two of the best players in the history of football. Period. So that's crazy. Yo, y'all let us know in the comments who y'all got in your Mount Rushmore, bro. It's always a pleasure chopping it up with you, my boy Mook Jones. Yo, y'all catch us because football season. We got some special stuff coming up. Y'all definitely gonna want to tune in for this. Y'all hit us up. Follow us on Mondays. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Turn your notifications on. Catch us on IG, 365 Nothing Nice, TikTok, the same. Yo, we appreciate you. Love, nothing nice.
Peace.